after the recent videos I made and the video response that Daniel Greene made very recently, he requested that everybody make an apology if they had spoken on the situation, which of course I don't owe any apology because unlike all these other booktubers, again, we need to have a big discussion on these booktubers. They're completely spineless. I, unlike them, retain a very strong spine. So I actually went further than looking at a girl crying for 5 minutes. Didn't, decide to get emotionally manipulated by that, and looked at the further evidence provided linked in that video, which is just crazy. Like we've seen guys that said that they're friends with him, that were supposed to take over the show. I'm seeing that like mods begged or were asking the one guy that's friends with him to get Daniel's word, and he's like, nope, don't even want to hear his side of the story. Absolutely disgusting behavior. I talked about this in my last video, but this is just the people that we're talking about. This is Booktube, right? This is the popular people of Booktube. Something needs to change. And again, we are going to be talking about this on the Iron Seas. We're going to be doing a deep dive into the video that Daniel did. It's probably not going to be as funny as the last one we did, but we're going to be doing the bingo again. Bingo is going. Let me share a little bit to show you how far we got on bingo last time. Come on, what are we doing here? I don't want to edit this at all. Okay, never mind. That's not really reacting. But okay, we're gonna make sure we finish the bingo on Iron Seas, and that is going to be starting around 9 Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 around there. Waiting for my co-host to get off work, and then we're gonna get all that stuff. But stay tuned for that. We're going to be looking at everything. We don't just have his apology. We had other information that we found from Naomi that is kind of relevant to this situation that I haven't seen anyone else talk about. Like, has anyone seen the Instagram post of like a page that she mentioned back in 2023? I haven't. And we also have to go through the part of the apology that was deleted. Like, she was uploading and deleting an apology like last night, like at like 2 a.m, whatever time her wherever she's at. But this is going crazy. Apparently she's going to upload another video. We're probably not going to cover that after this Daniel one. This is so solid. Everybody's now coming out with their apology videos because they lacked a spine and they decided to just persecute a man because the vegan coffee was used as such strong evidence. They just felt like they needed to speak up. And it's crazy. It's crazy. They're like, oh, we were gaslit. We were tricked. Fucking pussies. Pussies. God damn, dude. I mean, like, are you guys not adults? Come on. Like, think a little bit critically, this is the kind of the insane thing, right? Like, these people are book reviewers, right? And they, share their opinions on books, and they're supposed to be thinking critically, supposed to be giving a critical eye of these books and stuff to the people, which, honestly, if you're that stupid, I'm sorry. Yeah, obviously, people got tricked, right? It's emotional manipulating. Sorry, I'm going a little bit too hard. But these guys probably shouldn't be sharing their opinions on this shit because they're retarded. Not that I'm not retarded, right? We're on the short bus, fellas. But yeah, let me real quick. So this is the bingo that we had the other night. Oh, I'm in the way. As you can see, we got quite a few things checked off from that night, and we're going to be continuing it tonight. So again, stay tuned. Around 9:30 p.m. is when we're going to go. But yeah, like I said, we need to have a bigger discussion about Booktube. And people, I mean, the thing is like there's other people like me. There's other people like my co-host that are interested in books that aren't so just whatever the fucking word is. Just look at Daniel and his friends, right? Look at Brandon Sanderson's newest writing. There are people that are more based, right? We'll just say based. And that think critically on stuff. We don't like react just to straight up emotion. And we also like to have fun. We don't like to suck out the fun of things, and we're also a lot more grounded in reality. I think you guys can probably understand why we're more grounded in reality. Uh, so, like, hey, if this stuff brings us to your attention, like we're people to follow that can talk about stuff, and that is kind of more of a different side. Okay, like I'm trying to avoid politics, but it's like shit. All Booktube is just incredibly too left wing. It's not that we can't, like, I don't want like some left wing people watching me and stuff like that. Obviously, I would like a 50-50 split, but it is way too far on one side, right? And I am right leaning, right? Of course, you hear that, or alt right, whatever, say whatever you will. But it's like we need some balance, and hopefully this is just all these people like, oh man, this has been so hard on me. People will be yelling at me. It's been the hardest part of my life. Like, yeah? Well, what do you think? How do you think Daniel feels after fake sexual assault allegations? And you contributed to that because you can't take 2 seconds to click another link to see that the fucking consent was there the whole time. The whole time it was there. And people are like, oh, now that Daniel came out with a video, oh, now we can see that maybe I kind of jumped to conclusions. Like usually I wouldn't, me and my co-host wouldn't jump to conclusions, but we weren't. We saw it and it was very clear. We tried to look at things and dissect it from a non-biased perspective. Obviously, I'm biased. No shit, I'm biased. But we try to filter that out, right? But we do the best we can. And the thing is, when I'm providing things to people, I do this with everything I do, right? I was a Marine. I was in the Marine Corps, right? I write books. Got a full-time job. I'm not gonna tell you about that. I do things, right? Write books. I do a newsletter. I do YouTube, right? If I'm providing anything to somebody for them to enjoy or whatever, I'm not gonna half-ass this shit, right? I half-ass a lot of things, but not when it's something that somebody else has to receive from me or whatever, right? Like if I'm providing something for you, you're going to get full ass, right? I'm not going to half-ass shit. I'm not going to look at a like this one lawyer, Lulz, or whatever that freaking channel is. The guy looked at like 2 seconds and came to the conclusion that, you know, it looks like Daniel's going to be really guilty. Again, are people that convinced by the vegan coffee defense, the blocked out paragraph, like as if like, oh, there can't be something damning in that text? And as we saw from our last live stream, that yeah, there was evidence in there. No shit. This is all really obvious to people that can take more than 2 seconds to think, right? But yeah, anyways, I'm really just doing this video to prep you guys for the live stream that's happening tonight. So stay tuned. We're gonna have a blast. Entertainment and truth. Those 2 things, right? And some people may comment like, "Hey, this is serious stuff. We don't want you to entertain." Like, we're gonna entertain as long as it doesn't break anything that we're not morally cool with, right? Laughing at Daniel for being an idiot, we're gonna do that. Laughing at Naomi for her psycho behavior, which I got a lot more to uncover on that. Yeah, we're gonna laugh at that, guys. I don't think we ever laughed at Kayla, which again, that's gonna be brought up again in this the stream tonight. And I'm not gonna laugh at her because it's not really anything to be laughing at within her circumstance, her place in this situation. So again, stay tuned. We have a lot packed for you guys. So till guys, next time, guys, have a good one.